Hello and Ashe, and this is a view of my witchy room. Okay, this is my room where I eat, live, sleep, and do all the things that make me, whatever I am. And I would like to speak with you a little bit about it and introduce the various items that are part of my day life. Okay, first of all, I have this nice cabinet here that has mostly kachina dolls of spirits I work with, and and a lot of Zuni fetishes, which are animals that are being used for all sorts of magic in the family. For instance, the bear is used. The bear, you see it? Yeah, good. The bear is used for healing. The white bear is considered to be the most powerful. Armadillo for protection and limitation, to keep yourself safe. Horses represent power. And I have other things. They are made by shamans mainly from specific family that carving is the business. There are actual lines that make them, and I like to channel the power into my work. I have here several beautiful antiquities. For instance, here you can see my collection of Eye of Horus amulet from ancient Egypt. Those are true amulets. Here you see many deity charms, like Sober. You see Shu there holding his hand, and I have Isis here. Well, she fell off, but she's here somewhere. Also, I have a true ancient Egyptian scarab. Okay, the big ones are Kachina dolls. And on top of here, I have like 2 boxes that contains smaller and bigger bottles and vials for oils and potions that I give. I have those are sweet jars made to make people think sweet thoughts of you. Okay, they are here, and this is a jikara, a bowl for made from pumpkin for ritual use that has like actual sea sponge that unite things. It's in my tradition, we use it to unite things. Okay, I have more kachina dolls here. For instance, this is Hilili, which is the kachina doll that represents the spirit of witchcraft of the Hopi tribe. Okay, and here I have one of my walking altars. It's basically an old bedroom box that you would put your sheets and stuff in it. But I actually get it out for communal rituals and stuff like that. In the first box here, I have like miscellany of stuff, nothing truly important. In the second box, I keep wands and tools, like this yellow opal wand that I use to do Oshun walks and channeling, okay, and things here that I use for crafting, like my trusty bead dreamer, because I work with beads a lot. As part of my magic, I make magic necklaces and beads. They need to be of gem, and they don't all have the right holes. And here I keep many essential oils, but this is like only 1 of 3 boxes that I keep essential oils in. Okay. I have an ash pot here, and I have incense, and this is like my kaifi incense. This is like ancient Egyptian incense recipe that takes like a month or 2 to make. I'm very proud of it. Everybody really liked it, and I use it a lot in ancient Egyptian deity rituals or healing spells. Okay, in here I keep like magaway root, some orchid flowers, many things that I need them like on the fly, like valerian flower for illusions or sleep, if I need to put somebody to sleep real quick. Most of them, if not all of them, are hand picked. And I have like many boxes like this around that are basically contains many curios and gems and items, little tidbits that I use when I'm making a charm, because when I make a charm I'm like half tranced. And when I'm half tranced, I really like, you know, enjoy to give myself fully to the things that are around me. And if something is locked too deep and I can't reach it, it is a problem. And here, let me give you a good view over this picture. This is Night over Mount Fuji. I really love Japanese art. I have done my first and second degree. I'm still doing my second degree in East Asian Studies. Okay. Okay. Here I have many things that, you know, won't fit anywhere, but I use in day life. For instance, those are my maracas that I used to call on spirits. This is one of my favorite items. This is the gourd of Osanin that keeps the mysteries of Osanin in it. I'm a big Osanin devotee. I even have like a Facebook page for that. I would gladly provide a link. Okay, now this is my Orisha altar. As you see, it's very big and very flamboyant, you know, for an Orisha altar. Of course, this first one here is Papa Legba. Okay, this is his doll, and it's one of the first voodoo item that I have, and he's like a favorite. My teacher Sheloya sleeps with him in her bed. This is where I hang also my ilekes. Ilekes are sacred necklaces that I have one for each spirit that I work. There are actually 3 sets of ilekes. One for day life, one for one for personal use, which will not be shown anywhere. It's like kept hidden. And one that is like, you know, more fancy and ceremonials. Those are the day life ilekes. Like, I wear the necklaces for the day in which things are being made. For instance, on Monday I would wear the Eshu ileke, the Aizan ileke, and the Pumbagira ileke. But, you know, on Saturday, because there are so many deities that have their day on Saturday, I would choose like, you know, 1 or 2, so I wouldn't be too burdened, because those are actual glass beads and those are very heavy. Okay, so besides the Eshu corner, there is Ogun and Ochosi and of course Osanin. I have sewn those makutos by hand. I have learned how to sew makutos by hand. I'm very proud of the way I've made this one, for instance. This is the Erinle one. Okay, I have my Shango corner that, as you see, it's like it has a bow and it's like this charm bag to make somebody's sex life better. And then, you know, because this is like the male side of the altar, in the middle there is like androgynuses, and there are also you know, where I keep Own Mila and Adushaluga and Obatala, many androgynuses. Then I have my, you know, beneath those 2 dolls here, I have my ancestor box where I keep treasures from my ancestors, which I will show you in a different way. And of course the Oshun place. Oshun, which is my mother, is sitting in her own bowl with her treasures and some honey next to her. Hecate, and, you know, the rest of the deities. And in here I keep, like, you know, the place where I keep and consecrate charms. This is my pentacle. It has like 9 crystal stones here. I don't know if you can see them because the light is really bad. My afime, my wand, and, you know, the rest of the items that that are in use in normal modern pagan rituals. I have plenty of books. Plenty of books. I'm a bookworm. I have more than 1,000 books. Okay, not all of them are in this room, but most of them are. Okay, this is my crystal ball. It's not a bowl, it's like a bowl where I keep many of my crystals. It's like every year I clean them by the spring, in the spring water, and I redecorate the bowl, and it's like a little crystal garden that I love very much. Here I keep oil of rose and of jasmine, and those are real essential oils that have been made at home by perfumers that I get for very cheap in the shuk in Akko. This is like my oldest shrine here. It's my Medea shrine. I keep it here, and it has many images of Medea, and also assortment of witchcraft items. Okay, this is where I keep a ritual container for ritual oils and my pipettes that I use to mix oils up. And here I have crystal balls. Actually, crystal balls. I have pearls, which are very fun and it's very helpful to go through, and all sorts of curios, some collected and some bought. Okay, and those I have been asked, those are the works of Shakespeare, because I'm also a theater person. I'm not just a magic person. Okay, and I have again a lot of books. In this corner I keep a statue of Aradia, goddess of magic and witchcraft, so I would be balanced with the more Wiccan sides of things, even though, she's a new goddess or a reinvention of an old one by Charles Godfrey Leland. Okay, here I keep my ingredients. Of course, I have Egyptian gods here, Isis, Hathor, and the rest of them. I have yet more books here, and I have many, aloe wood brands, which is called Khur, and those are differently scented. Their oils are mixed, and I use them to make incenses and charm bags. Okay. I also have voodoo dolls that I purchased or made. Okay, here I keep more oils. Okay, I have here my 4 Thieves vinegar, homemade of course. And by the way, this is delicious, but I think that the only the people that actually liked it were witches. Most of people don't like it. Okay, I have crystal books here that I bought real cheap. I have boxes for tarot cards and other things like that. Down here, I have more jarred ingredients that I use for all purposes, and more books, and I have even more ingredients in the little baskets there. In this box here, I have yet more herbs, okay? And in this box here, I have more oils. And this is the hexing holder, the black box, okay? It has all the hexing ingredient that I need, like graveyard dirt, rope for my hanged man, etc., etc. It doesn't open unless it really needs to. This is my hoodoo bones, and hopefully I will once do hoodoo bone divination for you, so you can see how this thing works, and their board. This is a box a friend made me, a beautiful box for Saint Marta Dominadora, the patron saint of controlling men. And in here I keep, I have this very cheap, for keeping more herbs, more magical ingredients. I have blue lotus here, which I use in many conscious altering rituals. I have an incense thing and an incense place, more and more ready ingredients and candles. Okay, this is a painting of Hecate, which is, I think, the crystal box became a staple of my room. My room is very famous in Israel. I think that, many people would recognize it by now, because I like to have people over. I don't like to travel much, but I really like to host. So, I have people over, and, and I'm sorry about the messy bed, but, I really enjoy having people over and spending time with me. Okay, in this closet here, I have, some Kachina dolls. I keep some candlesticks above it, and, a little plush thing. The duck is made by my grandmother. The plush toy was one of it was my first doll from my childhood. I really like to keep it to remind myself of my inner child. Okay. When I open the closet, yet more magic stuff reveals. I actually don't have much room, and it's really disappointing sometimes that I don't. But you know, I really enjoy being able to do what I can with what I have. So here I have like white sage and some cocoa beans, which are for, it's like royal food, it's for Oya, it's sacred. I have rosebuds, I have lots and lots of roses. I always use roses for all sorts of things. Here in this box I keep the more poisonous ingredients. And here I have, you know, more herbs, more ingredients. Down here I have more of my cleaning and crafting devices. For instance, in those many bags, there are like, you know, see it's coral. I have like crafting beads here for many purposes. Okay, and in here I keep mainly, you know, seed beads that I make ilekes and charm and makutus from. It's like makutu shape, but it's basically an ikisi. And you know, I keep like more crafting things cramped here, and it's messy. It's really messy, but you know, in my standards, it's messy. Okay, this was my witchy room. I hope you enjoyed it. Here, one last view. So goodbye and a share.